Here's the thing. Everybody believes that the 45 in the song is a gun. The thing is, it's not. The 45 in this song is a metaphor for the world. You see, when I was 15 years old, I had a very dear friend of mine. He's still my friend to this day. And he had a cousin, a family member, who we all knew, we all loved him. And he had a wonderful, wonderful sense of humor. His comedic ways about himself were quite unique. He could take any negative situation and walk into it, and you forgot why you were mad because you were laughing too hard. He had a great sense of how to make people smile. The problem was his self-esteem was the lowest of anyone I've ever met. And it was very disheartening because he didn't really understand why people liked him, or for that matter, loved him, because he didn't really feel like he was worth very much. And one day, on Christmas Day actually, my friend was going over to his cousin's house because they were getting ready to have a huge dinner because they had a big family. And they only lived 2 houses down from each other. So when he walked in to the house, he normally saw his bro in the living room playing video games or hanging out or watching TV or something. But today, on this particular day, he was in his bedroom. So he walks to the room, but the door's closed. So he goes to open the door, well, the door's locked. And he's like, "Hey, yo, let's go. Everybody's waiting on you." And then a few more seconds go by, and so he yells, at him again. He's like, "Hey, it's not funny. We got stuff to do, man. The whole family's waiting on you." And then a few more seconds went by. And then a voice came from the other side of the door. And he said, "I can't do it. I don't have it in me. I don't know where to go. I can't keep living like this, and I don't want to continue to feel like this because I'm so utterly confused." And before my friend could say anything at all, bang! And then time stood still. And a few more minutes went by. And when I say time stood still, I mean it stood still.
What?
And then all of a sudden there was this noise. This was like a rustling from the other side of the door. And you could hear like there was movement. And objects that had been stacked up were being taken down. And furniture that was in the wrong place was being raked across a hardwood floor. And then all of a sudden the doorknob started to twist. And then my friend, who at this point has fallen to the ground, he stands up and the door opens. And there he was. And he looked into his eyes, and his cousin said, "You see, I couldn't even do this. I couldn't even finish this." And then he, in absolute desperation, said, "Help me. Help me find out who I am and what I'm supposed to do. Where I'm supposed to go. Because I am utterly lost." And so he took both of his hands and he put them on his. And he looked him in the eyes and he said, "You have not even begun to scratch the surface of how important your life means to me, our friends, and our family, but to this world that is waiting on the gift that is you." And then the song came from what he said next. He looked him square in the eye and he said, "The will to live will always outweigh the ability to die." And just so you know, if you would like to know where this young man is today, he has an absolutely beautiful family, he is beyond successful, and he survived The song's called 45.
Send away a priceless gift. One night sorrow, one night on the list. Send away a perfect world. One night simply so absurd. In these times of doing what you're told, keep these feelings no one knows. Whatever happened to the young man's heart? It's all about pain as he slowly fell apart. I'm staring down the barrel of a 49. He's on the line, holding on his hand. That train down the barrel of 45. Send a message to the young